And it does look like the full field will be here for Heat 1. Bill Calder, Greg Boydell on the front row. Kelly Wheeler, Roger Craig on the second row. Terry Landis, Pops Moore on the third. Bob Curtis rounds out the field. Definitely going to make for an interesting one. The finishing order here will be the starting order for the feature. And the pace car begins rolling. Bill Calder, Greg Boydell on the front row in control. Here they come out of turn 2. The pace car will drop in. And there he goes. Pace car is in, and the green flag flies for Heat 1. Whoa, and Volusia and Calder is a problem right off the bat. Boydell quickly taking the lead. Roger Craig into second. Calder slides all the way back to 7th. Pops Moore, the dominant driver this season, up into 3rd. Bob Curtis currently in 4th. Kelly Wheeler in 5th. Terry Landis in 6th. Boydell has the fastest lap so far. Due to that little bobble on the inside line at the start, he has been able to check out. Roger Craig now trying to hold up Pops Moore. Pops looks to the bottom, now looks to the high side into turn 3 as they get 2 to go. And Roger had a little bit of a bobble. Bob Curtis making the move up on the high side now, trying to pick up even more spots. Bob is on the march as the white flag flies. But Greg Boydell out of turn 4 will pull off the win in the heat. Boy, everything kind of fell in Greg's favor in this one. He had a ton of speed, did set the fastest lap. And then a little bit of chaos at the start. Boydell had a big win in the heat. The drivers have 3 minutes to get out on track and find a little bit more speed. Terry Landis, the first one out. Pops Moore is out on track. And currently is the fastest on track. Now Terry Landis has the speed at the moment. We'll see who's fastest by the end of warm-up with just a minute left. Bill Calder also out. Bob Curtis, Greg Boydell, the only two that did not get on track for the warm-up. And the sun is starting to set here at Volusia. Warm-up comes to a close. Let's go racing here at Volusia. All right, Greg Boydell, after winning the heat, will start on the front row next to Roger Craig. Pops Moore, Terry Landis have the second row. Bob Curtis, Kelly Wheeler on the third row. Bill Calder rounding out the field. Everybody stacked up, begins rolling. Calder has a problem at the back. Greg Boydell dominated in the heat. Can he pull off the win here? And Bill Calder has towed it to pit road. Apparently having some technical issues at the start of the night. Hopefully he'll have them all resolved by the time we get to Daytona. Here they come into 3 and 4. The pace car about to dive in. Pace car is in, and here we go. The green flag flies at Volusia. Boydell quickly assumes the lead, but Pops is on the attack on the bottom. Roger Craig trying to fight back up top. Terry Landis right by the wall through 1 and 2. Pops Pops now into second, reeling in Boydell. Landis closing in as well. Bill Calder is out on track, open for a caution to get back to the lead lap. He stays low as the field comes by. Hobbs is attacking for the lead through 1 and 2. Boydell holds him off up top for the moment. Landis now to third, also closing in on the front runners. Roger Craig back in fourth, Wheeler in fifth, Bob Curtis in sixth. Those three nose to tail. Boydell opens the gap back up to about a half second for the moment, and caution is out for Bill Calder. He is toted to pit road. Let's see if we can see what happened with Bill. Bill has had a rough start to the night for sure. Looks like he just lost the back end as he came through 3 and 4 and bumps it into the pit road entry wall. Definitely a rough start tonight for Bill. It looked like he had some sort of technical issue on the start. Hobbs Moore now in second, Landis in third. This is going to be huge for Landis. It'll pull him back up into the fight. Roger Craig, Kelly Wheeler, and Bob Curtis round out the field at the moment. Bill Calder still on pit road. And here we go. Pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. Boydell quickly back to the lead. And Landis down to the bottom. We saw last week Landis loves running down there by the wall. And it definitely seems to work for him. But Bob pulls out ahead. Hobbs now down to the bottom, slide job, but goes too high. Boydell gets back out front in a big gap. Landis looks underneath. Landis still battling for second as Pops tries to claw back what he lost a moment ago. Roger Craig, Kelly Wheeler, Bob Curtis all battling it out. And we've got one driver to the inside. Looks like Bill Calder down on the wall. Has come back out of pit road. Boydell still has the lead, but Pops right on the bumper. They've got a big gap now on Landis, 1.4 seconds. Kelly Wheeler, Roger Craig battling it out for fourth. Craig has it for the moment. Wheeler doesn't have an answer. It looked like Landis was a little squirrely getting into one. May have lost a little momentum. Meanwhile, at the moment, Boydell still out front. Pops has a tendency to reel him in, but then he loses ground. And Roger Craig has had a problem. He is towed to pit road. There will not be a caution. Roger gets off. Oh! Terry Landis had gotten together. Ouch. Terry Landis looked like he got together with Bill Calder, and Roger had nowhere to go. Boydell still has the lead as they get 5 laps to go here at Volusia. Boydell continues to lead, 3 to go, half second on Pops. And here we go, 2 laps to go at Volusia. Boydell has led every lap since the drop of the green. And he's got just 1 more to go. Pop sends it to the bottom, gains a little ground, but may not be enough. And out of turn 4, Boydell wins at Volusia. Pops Moore comes up home in second. Terry Landis finishes in third. We'll get a word with our top 3 here in just a moment, but folks, don't forget, still 1 more race to go tonight at Daytona. Hey, good evening, Amy. It was definitely a bumpy ride for a few of the drivers here tonight at Volusia. And let's talk to our top 3, starting with third place, Terry Landis. Terry, despite a little bit of a surprise coming out of turn 2 1 lap, you did manage to hold on and come home in third.
Yeah, that was a little exciting. I didn't know which way Bill was going to go. I thought he was going to stay down low, and so I was going to go around him, and he snuck it up high. So I had to make a little move there.
Well, you definitely made a move that worked and managed to hold on to third. It looked like you might have had something for the top 2 up until that moment.
Oh, it would have been a fun race for sure. Yeah, those 2 were checked out pretty good at the end there, so there was nothing I could have done to catch them. But it was fun racing.
Well, man, a great job and a great finish. Congratulations. Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
Well, you for sure, Doug, for putting it on, and How to Suck at iRacing. It's fun to watch all the time. And Maurer Farm Management, because without them, we won't be able to race. And let's see, C2C, because they gave us a place to race. And all the admins behind the scenes, we know what it takes to make something like this operate. Kreitzel Track Parts, if you break something, if you want something new, give them a call. They'll help you out. And guys back at KSR, Blake, John, Preston, and Joe. They're all enjoying their lives right now. Love it. And Galen's Homegrown Popcorn. Use the word cart and get 50% off. Yoo-hoo and my wife Judy.
Great job, buddy.
All right, Doug. Thanks.
Pops Moore coming home in second. Pops, we're so used to seeing you win these things, it's a surprise to be talking to you from second, but that was one heck of a slide job mid-race.
Well, yeah, there wasn't much I had for Greg there. Hats off to him, man. He ran a good, hard race there and kept her straight and fast. And no matter what I did, well, I figured out the best thing to do is just follow him. And after that slide job, well, I thought, man, this is as close as I've been. I better go for it while I'm this close. And I didn't expect it to stick. But, yeah, he ran a good race. That was pretty good on his part there. So,
Well, man, I have to say, that was one heck of a move and a great race, buddy. Congratulations. I can't speak. Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
just my brother and Rona and the salty dogs that come in here and run these old timers races and Young Guns Creations for the wrap they put on my car for me and you for broadcasting this thing, man. It's always fun to go back and watch these things. So appreciate it.
Well, great job, man.
All right, thank you very much.
And finally, our winner and the dominant driver tonight, Greg Boydell. Greg, that's about the definition of domination tonight. You won the heat, you won the race, and nobody had a shot at you all night. The one shot Pops took failed, and he never could get another run.
Yeah, it was. We were just talking. I don't know why, but iRacing has stuck a 486 gear in some of the fixed setups, and it should be about a 549 or 555 in there. So if you got the momentum, you were kind of away to the races, as they say.
Does sound like that gearing would kind of bog down if you slowed up even just a little bit.
Yeah, I was trying to keep my foot pretty well down, except coming out of 3 and 4, I was burping it a bit. But yeah, it is what it is, and it's the same for all of us. So.
Well, you still managed to hold off Pops, who's been dominating these cars all season long, and that was one heck of a performance.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. I've been getting used to this direct drive wheel still, so I'm still tuning it in with the torque on it, so we'll get it there.
Well, you definitely got something figured out, man. Congratulations. A great win. Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
We want to thank Steve Moyer and Moyer Farm Management and the Masked Avenger, and you, of course, for coming and hanging out with us. Much appreciated as usual.
A great job and a great win tonight, Greg. Hopefully you can do the same at Daytona. Congratulations.
Yeah, we're going to hang in there and see maybe if we can get lucky and do the double, Doug. So
it would be I believe the first of the season, so good luck with it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's done it, so we'll give it a shot and we'll have some fun with the guys.
Well, good luck, man. Great run.
Thanks, Doug. And again, appreciate you coming out and helping us out like this.
My pleasure, buddy. Greg Boydell gets the win, but can he pull off the sweep here tonight? Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few moments from Daytona with the trucks, and things are bound to get a wee bit wild at Daytona. Stick around, everybody. 200-mile-an-hour trucks coming up.